Oh, LinkedIn, one of my favorite topics to talk about because everybody talks about LinkedIn like it's IBM Blue Suit, and the fact of the matter is it is not. It is not just IBM Blue Suit. It is not just corporate. LinkedIn's about being more human. And if you are a small business owner, if you're a freelancer, a creative, that is great news for you. Hey, it's G from HouJack DMS, and I want to talk about how you can show up, and I hate to use the word authentically, on LinkedIn this year. But before I do that, let me get into one of those common questions that I get all the time. So people are always asking, what are the LinkedIn trends for 2026? And here is the short and to the point answer. This year is all about personality forward professionalism, short form thought leadership, and consistent educator style posting. We're going to talk about how to show up well with all of that. Stay tuned. Okay, let's get right into it because this is such great timing. I literally had this conversation with my niece about a month ago, and we were discussing what it means to be professional. Now, granted, she just got out of high school about maybe a year or so ago, and so in her head, she is still seeing the blue suit, and I'm sorry Navy, sorry Marine blue, sorry blue, but the blue suit, button up, kinda. You know, it's not the most relaxing and inviting environment, which of course is not the case. Professionalism really depends on your industry. And when it comes to LinkedIn, this is not the professional networking site, it's just a networking site for persons of all professions. Photographers, creators, videographers, marketers, educators, everybody is there for networking. So let's start off when we're talking about the very first tip for you to show up well on LinkedIn. It's about professionalism, but not leaving your personality behind. People want to know who you are, not just what you do. And when I say that, I mean that. When people ask me, well, what do you do? I lead with my purpose. My purpose is to create environments that are inclusive, that allow people to be authentic, that allow them to focus on their inner peace and well-being. That's what I do. Now, how I do it is through photography and podcasting and writing and coaching, all those things. But that's what I do. But if you look at my LinkedIn, it is chocked full of personality. I am not my job. We are not our career. That is one facet of this beautiful diamond. And on LinkedIn and any other social site, you want to show up as who you are. As a dear friend says, who you are at your core. That's what you want to share with the world, not just what you do for a job or to make money or what you're trying to sell. We are so much more than that. So if you are stuck in the rut of thinking that everything must be, and I'll use this air quotes, super professional. It depends on where you are. As a photographer, I am sharing a lot of photographer things. As a person who also hosts more than one independent TV show, yeah, I am showing all those things. But do not leave your personality behind when you are sharing your professional posts on LinkedIn. That is number one. Okay, now this one I have to like, and personally myself, I've been doing it for a little bit, but it is short form thought leadership. It's taken over. Now, if I must also add, I'm not a big fan of words like thought leadership. Everybody has ideas. It doesn't make them exceptional, and it doesn't make you a leader, but who am I to judge? I'm just one person with one opinion. We all got one of them. But I will say this, the super lengthy posts, they're not landing as well as they did before. Not that we don't have the attention for it, but like anything, it can get a little boring because everybody is doing it, and no offense, they probably used some AI assistant to write it and they didn't even edit it, so it sounds canned and rehearsed and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cut it out. We want quick insights. We want carousels. We want bite-sized lessons. Get to it, Charlie. Get to it. I got things to do. But that is how you can show up well and authentic on LinkedIn this year. Short form thought leadership posts. Here's the deal. Here's your lesson. Talk to you later. All right. Number 3 is Creator Mode 2.0. This is not about being perfect, which doesn't exist, by the way. This is about rewarding educators who consistently educate others. It's not about being perfect. It is always showing up, giving that lesson, and sharing what you are learning, what your genius is with your network. That's Creator Mode 2.0. I get it. We have this pendulum that is swinging, where there were people who were well coiffed, exceptionally put together, which, no offense, was never me. I have been known to go on video in my bathrobe. What can I tell you? I'm keeping it real. This is real for me. But we want people who just want to share their genius and not freak out about the background or the right mic, the right lighting. It's like, hey, here's today's lesson, and get to it on a consistent basis. So Creator Mode 2.0 is your 3rd tip for how to show up better on LinkedIn this year. Now, here's a good one. And I didn't even tag my partner, so I should probably take my own advice. But here's this one. It's about collaboration. It's about collaboration. I actually have a hashtag that says creative collaboration community. You know what? Here's the deal. There are people in this world who, I get it, want to go at it alone, although everybody needs somebody. You do. If you have a business, you need a customer. So we all need somebody. But collaboration posts is going hard this year. Not that you can't do something solo, but it's good to show how you work with others and how you network. So tag your partners, tag your clients, tag your peers. People want to see people working together. Genuine human connection. It's not a trend. I don't think it's a trend, but if I have to tell you where we're moving towards, which feels like a trend, it is genuine human connection. So collaboration over competition. If you're on LinkedIn, you're doing an event, tag your partner, tag your client, tag your peers. We want to see who you're working with. That is how you're going to show up in 2026 on LinkedIn. Now, if you want to build a credible human LinkedIn presence, which honestly, I don't think it's that hard, but clearly, we can use some tips. Then you want to keep following. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I have more tips to share this year, but until then, I will see you all in the next video.